Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you sample paper of class 8 subject science. The total marks of this is 40 and now we'll start with the question paper. So first is section A, multiple choice questions. There are 5 questions of section A. The first one is, in the given figure, two boys A and B are shown applying force on a block. If the block moves towards the right, which one of the following is correct? The first option is magnitude of force applied by A is greater than that of B. And B, magnitude of force applied by A is smaller than that of B. Option C, the net force on the block is towards A. Option D, the magnitude of force applied by A is equal to that of B. So one thing is obvious here, that if the block is moving towards the right, then this means that he is applying greater force than the B. A is applying greater force than that B. So the correct option is that magnitude of force applied by A is greater than that of B. But I'm going to tell you something, that whenever a box is moving this side, then that just means that the friction is moving this side. So the force of friction is this side and the force applied by this A is this side. So this thing you will need to remember, that whenever a thing is applied in this side is moving right side, that the force of friction is applied in the left side, as the force of friction always is in opposite side of the force applied by anything or an object. Now the next question is, consider the list of the terms given below. First is seismic zone, second is fault zone, third is mantle, and fourth is inner core. Now the boundaries of the earth's plate is known as, option A is 1 and 2, means seismic zone and fault zone. Option B is seismic zone and mantle. Option C is mantle and inner core, and option D is fault zone, mantle, and inner core. The correct option is A, as the earth plate are known as seismic zone and fault zone. So mark it. Third question, the information given below refers to which of the following hormone? Now there are two statements given here. The first one is, glands secreting the hormone are located on the top of the kidneys. And B, second is increased blood pressure. Now testosterone is a hormone produced in boys, and B, insulin is not a hormone at all. And C, adrenaline is the correct answer, as it is the only gland located on the top of the kidneys, and it also increases blood pressure. So the correct option is adrenaline. So we don't need to check about the option D, progesterone. Now the next question is question number 4. In figure 12.1, a boy is shown pushing the box from right to left. The force of the friction will act on the box. First option is from right to left, from left to right, vertically downward, and vertically upward. The correct option is this, from left to right, as I have told you above, that whenever a box is moving from right to left, the force of friction will be on the opposite direction, means from left to right. So the correct option is from left to right. Next question. Bujo and Paheli performed experiments taking similar bulbs and cells, but two different solutions. A and B are shown in figure 14.1. They found that the bulb in the setup A glows more brightly as compared to that of the setup B. You would conclude that A, higher current is flowing through the circuit in setup A. B, higher current is flowing through the circuit in setup B. C, equal current is flowing through both the circuits. And D, the current flowing through the circuits in two setups cannot be compared in the manner. The correct answer is A, as if the bulb in setup A is glowing brighter, then that just means that the circuit in the setup A, a high current is flowing through the circuit in setup A, and that there is more current in setup A than that in setup B, as setup B is not glowing brighter than that A is glowing better than B. Now we'll move to the section D. Very short answer that question. Now the first question is question number 6. What does the sex of an unborn child decide? The sex chromosome of father decides the sex of an unborn child. As you all know that the hormones found in sex chromosomes found in a male is XY, and sex chromosomes found in woman is XX. So whenever X chromosome of father fuses with X chromosome of mother, then a female child is born. But whenever Y chromosome of father fuses with X chromosome of mother, then a male child is born. So here there is no role of woman in deciding the sex of an unborn child. The sex of an unborn child will only be decided by the sex chromosome of father, as these both are same here in mothers, and X chromosome of father is found in X chromosome of father will decide the sex of an unborn girl child, and the Y chromosome of father will decide the sex of an unborn boy child. Question number 2. Why does a matchstick catch fire when rubbed on the rough surface of the box? The answer is due to friction between the stick and the rough surface, a matchstick catches fire. As you all know that there is always a friction between anything present. If you have both your palms together, if you can try this activity, take both your palms together and rub them very fastly, and you will feel warmth between your hands. Just like that, there is warmth between the stick and the rough surface of the rough surface. So whenever the stick is rubbed with the rough surface, there is the heat which comes in the form of fire and burns the stick. Now the next question is, Sonali heard the sound of thunder 5 seconds after she saw a flash of light. How far is she from the place where the lightning occurred? The speed of sound is 330 meters per second. So we can solve it like this. Distance of Sonali from the place of lightning is 330 into 5 is equal to 1650 meters. This question is a multiple choice question, or you can say it internal choice question. So you will be given the option of choosing one question and writing one and skipping the other. So you can choose between which of the one you will write to or choose to write. The next question is, classify the following into music and noise. Desert coolers, sound produced by harmonium, string of sitar, television and transmitter radio at high volume. Now the correct answer is music will be sound produced by harmonium or string of sitar, but noise will be desert coolers, television and transmitter radio at high volume. Now as you all know that music is something that which soothes us, calms us or makes us feel better, but noise is something which irritates us. So when you hear the sound of a harmonium, you will feel pleased or blessed or relaxed, and whenever you hear the sound of the string of sitar, you will feel the same way. But whenever you hear the sound of desert coolers, it will irritate you like what is going on. And whenever the sound of television and transmitter radio, well, it might soothe you sometime, but it will never soothe you at high volume, complete full volume. It will only irritate you and make you feel like slow down the volume, please. So you can choose now which one would you like to write, Sonali or classifying. Next question. Two astronauts are flying close to each other in space. Can they talk to each other without using any special device? Give reasons. No, because in space there is no atmosphere and sound needs medium to travel. Now what happens here is that whenever you talk to someone, there is always a medium or by which you can talk to him or he can hear you. But in space there is nothing like that. On Earth there is always atmosphere through which we can talk. There is always some things around us through which we can talk, but there is nothing in atmosphere. There is no atmosphere in space, so you cannot talk in space without any special equipment. Next question. A ray of light is incident on a mirror at the angle of 40 degree. What is the angle of the reflect? Now, when a ray of light is incident on a mirror at the angle of 40 degree, the angle of reflect will remain 40 degree only. Now let's come to section C. Short answer type questions. One day Seema's uncle visited her place. Seema prepared dinner for him. When she was about to put rock salt on the salad, her uncle interrupted her and asked to put iodized salt instead of rock salt. He also advised her to prefer iodized salt instead of rock salt. Why do you think Seema's uncle advised her to have iodized salt instead of rock salt? Now the correct answer is deficiency of iodine causes goiter in our body. This is why Seema's uncle advised her to have iodized salt. Now you must have read this in class 4 that there are some vitamins or something which causes this, because of which lack there is always a disease called goiter which is caused because of lack of iodine, like vitamin A. Lack of vitamin A causes night blindness, vitamin B causes beriberi, and like that. So deficiency or lack of iron causes goiter. This is a disease which causes swelling in our neck or below our neck, and this is really painful disease, and you will never like to have this disease. As you know, again there is option to choose which one would you like to solve. तो हमको यहाँ पे चूज करने को मिलेगा कि हम लोग ये वाला सीमा वाला क्वेश्चन करें या प्रैक्टिस वाला क्वेश्चन करें, लेकिन अभी यहाँ पे कुछ नेटवर्क इश्यू हो गया, तो मैं अभी सेक्शन सी से वीडियो नेक्स्ट वीडियो में अपलोड करूंगी, नेक्स्ट सेक्शन सी से. गुड बाय फॉर देम.